Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, April Fool's Day. So be careful. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm doing Restream today and it looks different. Can you read my shirt? Because I think it's flipped. I'm not quite sure. Hey, Shay. Can y'all hear me? I'll be in and out. Okay, can somebody answer me? Can you hear me? Nobody's answering me. Thank you. He's getting ready to hold up a note. Okay, happy April 1st. So be careful out there because they're already starting the shenanigans. And I've been getting messages, and they say, no joke, click here, get an extra 100 points on, because I do Microsoft rewards, and it's how I get my gift cards to get groceries and stuff. And it says, no joke, for every search you get an extra 100 points. Well, when it's not true, it's a lie. So when they say no joke, but nothing happens, you click and you click and you click and nothing happens. Anyway, so today I am going to do it, and it's so quick, it's less than 15 minutes. So, but of course, I'll make it a little bit more, you know, where what you need is sock, some polyfill, and and oh, hi, Sharon Rowland. I'm like, that doesn't look like Sharon Davenport's profile picture. Hey, Tracy, San. So you need a sock, a fuzzy sock, and polyfill, some crinkle paper, and some catnip. These are the only long socks I have, and I don't want to cut them up. So what I'm going to do, if you're in the same situation where you don't want to cut it up, is I have fleece, and so this is what I'm going to use. It's stretchy on one side and not so stretchy on the other side. So that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm just gonna the only sewing I'm going to do on this is just hands. I mean, just sews like this, make a tube. But I'm going to say hello to people in the chat first. So I'm going to scroll up. And thank you, Lena Doyle, for being here and being moderator. And Sharon Davenport, she's going to be coming in and out. I think I saw in the bushes, but she's reminding y'all to please click the thumbs up. And Cheryl H is here. She's Pacific time zone. So really, well, it's morning. It's not like 6 o'clock. So it's a good time for you. Anyway, but thank you for being here. The other thing that's different on Restream is there's no thing to click on down. Shay, thank you for being here and moderating. Okay, there's where I saw that she was in and out, working in storage building. Ah, so, and then Lady Bear is also in the bushes at work. Thank you for being here. And, and Rosalind Lewis. And Marlise, another West Coast gal. And ooh, it is hot today. All right. It takes a minute for the messages. Okay. All right. And Tracy San and Sharon Rowland. Okay. Talking, talking, talking. Hi, back to those creations. Welcome in. And Bonded Creations. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. And I'm missing anybody is because I'm trying to scroll up, but when I come over here, it just turns everything blue. So Rosalind is also in the bushes. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I I walked up to our Dollar Tree and I got some catnip. My daughter-in-law says, "Oh, we have a catnip. We could have given you some." And it's like, yeah, I kind of thought figured they did. They're the ones with cats. I don't have cats. I've recently made 5 and 6 pairs of earrings. I only need 440 more pairs of earrings to have 1,000 pairs earnings. Okay. See, I don't know. Okay. So pairs of earrings. Are you selling them or are you just going to just have tons of them? So, okay, so on fleece, it has a smooth side and the rough side. I want the rough side on the outside. So I'm going to put the fleecier side together and just make a stitch. And well, congratulations, Sharon, on all those earrings. And if you're selling them at a market, good luck. Wish you much luck. All right. I lost my mouse. All right. I think I'm gonna do a zigzag stitch because I believe that's what you do with fleece. I was telling my daughter-in-law, I hope no. Okay, yeah. That's the only reason I can think of that you would be making 1,000 pair of earrings. Um, telling my daughter-in-law, I hope the dogs don't get jealous that I'm making the cats toys. So I looked up the origin of April Fool's Day. Believe it or not, nobody knows how it got started. There are beliefs as to how they got started. There's two kinds of calendar systems. Hey, Marilyn, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. There's two types of calendar systems. I know one is Gregorian, and I forgot what the other one is. But anyhow, so in France, one year they had switched to the other one that they normally use. And for those that didn't get the memo, they were considered fools because they were behind in days. And it happened on April 1st. So anyway, uh, then people pull pranks and stuff, and then they let the person know on April 2nd. So it's the famous one that I know is that, hey, your shoes untied. It's, but I always wore slip-ons to work, so nobody could tell me that. Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't even turn this camera on. The one thing for sure is it's easier to slide to the left in Restream than StreamYard for me, anyway. And if you weren't here at the beginning, normally, I mean, this is so easy. You would just use like a sock and fill the sock, and then you cut this and tie it. But I don't want to ruin my sock. I can't even keep straight face when I'm pranking someone. Oh. Yeah, I was thinking of things, and then I was sharing with one of my mentors, and I says, you know what? It's like I don't want to prank on my live, and because if I had put something in the title, and then people came in specifically for that reason, and then they find out that it was a prank. I don't, because that won't, I don't know, sometimes it'll just last in their mind as she fooled me, and not take it as a joke. So it's like, I'm sorry, I'm shenaniganless today. Hey, Robin's Creations, welcome in. You're killing it with those market bags. Okay, so now I'm going to switch it back to my regular stitch, just so when I need to use it. So scissors in my tray so they don't get lost or fall off the table. All right, so that's all the sewing there is to this. As my thumbnail said, let's sew. So I had to sew instead of using just a sock. So my scissors do fit in. All right. So I'm going to just trim this up so it's equal. And then, so since I did it this way, instead of using the sock, now I need to like close this off, so that I can stuff it. And so you're going to make strips about 3 inches long, and 3/4 inches wide. And I don't know about 3/4 inches wide, if that's what it is. That's fine. Eyeballing it. And of course, I didn't cut it 3 inches. Okay. So then you're going to take directly across from each other. Let me get my hair always wants to join the party. All right, so then you're just going to tie a knot. I mean, tie it. Of course, I started with the seam and then tie it again. in a knot. Okay. And then you take two more that are across from each other. I'm sorry. So this gives the cats extra little something to grab a hold of, which um, my grandkitties will probably be fighting over them. My great grandkitty, he's always sleeping on the back of the couch by the as you walk into the entryway. So he's always the first one to get any pets, when I get there because he's right up there. And so I'll just lay this on the couch next to him. The others the others hide out and sleep. Okay. So when I do the other end, I'll make sure that I do them the 3 inches because this isn't giving them very much to play with. Um, Although they'll be more interested in the catnip that's inside anyway. So happy Holy Week. There. Okay, so there is this. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. I didn't turn it. Were y'all shouting at me? No. All right. So no, that was not an April Fool's joke. Um, does it read correctly or is it backwards? Because this because I'm seeing things different. But both cameras I'm reading correctly. But I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Oops. A good thing it didn't end the live. Um, uh-oh. Okay. Because okay. I don't know what this is. Remove. And then, okay. Yeah, I know this thing is so sensitive. It's a spring action. So anyway, so in one camera, my tree is looks to be over my right side. I mean, my left shoulder, but this is my right shoulder. So, and then in the other one, it's the opposite. So that's why. All right. So let me move my table back over here. And there we go. But thank you. Yeah. So, Lena Doyle is the one who created this. And as she was teaching me how to do the scatter. So I really appreciate that. And so grateful I finally have a logo shirt. All right. So these, I really had to tie them really tight and now I can't get them undone. So, let's see if I can. Thank you. Yeah, and of course it's hard. Um, So not StreamYard, Creative Fabrica. I went to renew my membership or subscription, whatever it is, and they're charging $60 now. And they said, "Oh, just click on the link, and it'll be the same as you're paying now." It's like not true. So I am going to be seeing how life is without Creative Fabrica because I had to choose between my electric bill and paying another year at $60. Hey, Jennifer Ricci. Um, so I chose my air conditioning. Mhm. All right. It's like this melted into each other. I can't even figure it out. So they may I may just go and do this because my hands are hurting. So I'm just gonna do this and they'll just have a belly button at the end. Oh, I've been talking to him since yesterday. And then since the 30th. Expired on the 31st. I couldn't even get in there. I was like, okay, so let me just go and download everything that I have in my favorites because I've been just putting them in my favorites so that I could download them later. Like I had a bunch of embroidery Christmas themes, and then I had some laser themes in there, and I just didn't want to download them until it was time for me to. And so I was going to spend all day yesterday just downloading all that stuff. And but they I couldn't get into it yesterday. They said your account is frozen. So, but yeah, no, I've been emailing them and they said, oh, it could be because you're in a different country. I go, Texas is in the United States. So anyway, so they said, yeah, if you renew before it expires, then you'll have it the same price. I said, I tried. If you can check this email thread, you'll see that I've been talking with somebody named Alex. So it's all right. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, when I first enrolled, I wasn't getting a confirmation that it went through. And so I kept clicking the thing and I ended up paying for 3 years, which is fine. I had money back then. And and so um but then it's like and I was waiting for a deal because like sometimes they, renew and you get like this bundle of vinyl or something, and they didn't do that. I didn't see it at Christmas time. It's okay. I have fonts. I think when it's automatic renewal, it stays the same price. Yeah, and I don't have credit cards anymore, so they couldn't auto renew to that. They said update your payment system, which, then I would have put my Cash App card in there so that they can't auto renew. I don't want anybody auto renewing. I don't want my credit card. Well, I don't have credit cards anymore, but I don't want that information. No bank information. Hey, Jesse, welcome in. Well, we'll see if they have I'll do without right now. And sorry, I'm trying to pull this. I'll do without right now, and then we'll see. They come out with another deal during the year sometime. But I still have design bundles. I have design bundle plus with so many points. And I like their embroidery files on there. I did do a lot of those. I don't know what's going on. To activate chat, please enable channels. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because someone else told me every time you see while your account is active. Yeah. So let this be a public service announcement, Rosalind. Yeah, someone had told me yesterday, or the other day that, every time that they have a $3 deal, click it so that it'll just add another year to it at that price. And so you won't expire. You're, I just looked at, yep, 59 last time. A special to add, a special to add extra year for 47. Yeah. Yeah, it's like 59.18 or something like that. So this month, um, the events that I participate in, um, sure, 2030. Okay, so at the time I was dealing with three types of cancer, so I really didn't expect to even live the 3 years. So anyway, like my AARP was a 5 year commitment. It was like, oh geez. um, but that was before I knew I had cancer. But anyway, same with renewing for the 3 years. But anyhow, so events happening this month that I do participate in is it is esophageal cancer awareness, which uh, mine is reversed, and but I still have to go in and make sure it stays reversed. And hi, retired crafter. So, it is esophageal cancer awareness month, which is periwinkle, the color periwinkle. Yes, yes. I'm thankful too. And blessed me with three, four, five, yeah, five great grandchildren so far. And so anyway, and then also Autism Awareness Month, which I also participate in. I have family members that are autistic, and so that was also a field that when I was teaching, I was going. That was one of my studies that I was doing. Hey, D. Smith, welcome in. Um, because my mother was also in, which she was actually a superintendent. She just kept going to school and going to school and furthering her education. And so she became superintendent of the school. But one of her books that she got, oh my goodness, was it son? It it was a child that was autistic, and something son, I don't know. It was back in the 70s. Anyway, I just couldn't, it was about a mother and with the autistic son, and she couldn't hold him because it was too much for him. And so that's what got my interest in studying autism. And because I just couldn't imagine having a child you couldn't hold. But um Anyway, so I do that. So I will be doing things for esophageal cancer and then also um, autism. And there's a whole lot of things. It's I made the list. Burrito day, um, the funny ones. Um, yeah, here's my list. April Fool's Day, Easter, Earth Day, Arbor Day, Autism, National Burrito Day, National Gummy Bear Day. That would be fun. I don't eat gummies though, but peanut butter and PB and J Day, Sibling Day, Adopt a Shelter Pet, and of course esophageal. So those are things that will be fun to do things with, make some patches or something like that. So and I'm almost done. And for those of you just coming in, so normally what this project will only take like a sock and then you just stuff it with some polyfill, then some crinkle paper, some catnip, and then repeat the process. And then you cut here and do the knots like what I'm doing here. But I didn't want to cut, that's the only, and it's not even a long one, but it's longer than the other ones. And I when I was at Dollar Tree, I was looking for them. They didn't have any, and so I was like, you know what? I've got I have this stuff lacking what it's called right now. But anyway, I said I'll just make it, and like I didn't change my thumbnail. I just added to the thumbnail, and it says "Let's sew." So let's sew. So I didn't become one of those liars on today on April 1st, so I sewed, but then I forgot to turn it inside out before I started tying the knots. So now I'm untying the knots and and uh and then I'll turn it and then tie the knots again. Then we could get done with some fun. All right, there you go. All right. So now I'm going to do this again. So this is the seam. Yes, thank you very much. It's fleece. And it was a remnant from Hobby Lobby, and it's I don't know, it's this wide. All of a sudden that made my camera, and then it's like 54 inches long. So it's a lot. And I knew I knew that I was getting a great grandson uh this year. So I had to think, when was he born? He was born February. Anyway, so I got some blue to make him some stuff. This is a little difficult to do and stay in camera. I'm sorry. And if I miss saying hello to you, I'm sorry. Um, Hopefully one of the moderators welcomed you in. Thank you, Sharon, for reminding everyone to please hit the thumbs up. It's really strange how things are, the thumbs up is free, painless, but I've seen videos with thousands of views and only less than 50 likes. And it's like, what? But I do understand it's like, if I'm just mindlessly scrolling trying to get sleepy, um, I'm just scrolling through those reels that just come through, and then I can recognize somebody that I know's work, and then I go, "Oh, that looks like so and so's work," and then I'll see who it is, and then I'm like, I'll go ahead and click the thumbs up, and if I'm able to comment, I will comment. But if I'm just mindlessly scrolling and it's just memes or something like that, I'm just scrolling. So understand that if you're here and you're in chat, you can click that thumbs up. All right, the last one. So, as most of you know, if you don't, you're going to learn today that I am shopping from my craft room. I started in the extra bedroom, and didn't take long to um, outgrow that, and so I figured, because my friends in California said, "Oh, we're going to come see you. We got family there." Well, they do come to Texas. And then they said, "Oh, we didn't know you lived so far." It's like 3 hours from San Antonio. Come on. Come on. Hey, Bobby, welcome in. And so I left all my furniture in California. And so I was like, okay, I figured they're not gonna come. I don't need to buy a couch. So I expanded into what this is the living room. So um I have when I went to get and this has been when I moved here to Texas, I went to get some polyfill and they didn't have any at the time. And so I said, well, this is polyfill, but this is made like for a quilt, but it does the same thing. So that's what I'm using today. Oh, let me just go ahead. So, of course, my hair, there is a, here, wait, okay, there was a piece, oh, here, okay, there was a piece that was cut in here, but now I've undone it all. It's a mess. So, sorry. So you just do, and I'm just gonna just stuff it like this. So you just get, and of course I save my scraps because they'll work too. So you're just gonna put some polyfill in here. Yeah. Yep, sure, that's right. Okay. So polyfill, and then this is paper from packages that come in. So we're gonna do that. They'll give it the crinkle noise that they like. And then um, and then some catnip. And when my granddaughter comes, when my granddaughter comes from California, and she'll have the cat. She'll get some of the catnip, and she'll just sprinkle a trail of it, and um, and then um, and then she'll leave, and she'll leave. She's not even there for all the chaos that happens. It's like, ah. But anyway, so I don't know how much I'm gonna need to do because it's gonna get in this paper and stuff. So might be a little heavy-handed with it, which is fine. So it's gonna work its way down in there. And then, so that was the polyfill, the paper, the catnip. Then you repeat the process. Polyfill, paper. Trying to smell that. So polyfill, paper, catnip. Really heavy-handed on that one. That's okay. All right. And then you top it off with some more, it closes. Polyfill. Cover up that. Oh, it might be a little fun for it to come through the threads. So it's kind of covered up in there. So now I'm going to make my, I almost said, now I'm going to make my incisions. I'm not making incisions. Oh boy. I'm not going to make an incision. I'm going to make some, all right. Oh, my thumbnail. I couldn't see it because the fleece had curled over my thumbnail. Glad I had the thumbnail to protect my thumb. Okay. These are my sewing scissors, but they're not cutting this fleece very well. Oh, I always cut it with the rotary blade. That's why. But anyway, all right. See if I can. So this is what it looks like inside. I've got the you can really you can really smell the catnip. I am a Leo. It actually just smells like tea to me, but for some reason the cats go crazy over it. And of course, if one has some and the others don't, then they do get a little ruckus. All right, that actually cut better doing it just one instead of going through all this layer. All right, so then we're going to find the ones that are across from each other. I um I was going to say crisscross, and then all of a sudden that song came into my head. So anyway, whew, all right. Then so I did here. Now I'm going to go here. And they're not going to be able, I had a hard time untying these. Um, if Nacho, Nacho, he would be the one to like eat these off of here. And then we're going to go across. He's, it smells like tea. It smells like a really good tea. Hey, Renee, welcome in. Of course, this is Dollar Tree's catnip. So I haven't, yeah, it smells like tea, like Earl Grey tea or something. All right, we're gonna go frost. Anyway, nacho. We always say nacho, like nacho cat. It's not your cat. But anyway, he'll sit there on the back of the couch and he'll just be staring at a spot. And one day the pastor was talking about, have you ever noticed that sometimes babies will just stare at the ceiling? And it's like, are they seeing the spirit? And it's like, so that's what we say is not just seeing Jesus. All right. So so hey, stitching hearts. Hi Shantae. Every time I start to watch my phone, oh, rings. Okay. So you're a busy girl. Well, you are this is your this is your season for shirt making or for your business, Lena. So hopefully they're good phone calls, not all right. So everything is tied. Doesn't give them much floppiness, but it is there and it is sealed and that's it. So it's got some crunchies. Ah, that last one when I just poured it in there, you can really smell that now. So that's a really cute toy for them to play with. And the dogs, I don't know. Well, I don't know. If it had a squeaker in there, then whiskey would want it, but she's not attracted to catnip. Just the cats are attracted to the catnip. So then now I wait and undid all of this. Oh, I had some. All right, so let me just work on this later, getting this back together. Mm. And put in the bag. So that's fun. So you can use a sock. You can just use a sock and just stuff it. You would do polyfill, then crinkle paper, and then catnip, and then repeat the process. Polyfill, crinkle paper, catnip, and then end with polyfill. And so if you don't want, I didn't want to ruin my sock, and because I do like to wear socks to bed because I put castor oil on my feet at night, and then so but I said I have fleece. Let me just go ahead and use fleece. That way I can make it as long as I want. And then they get two ends to probably play tug of war, because if I go over there right now, um, uh, if I go over there right now, they're getting this one because I do have my shopping trip to do today, my grocery shopping. And so I'll drop this by, and plus my granddaughter is in town right now. So anyhow, so I'm just making one, but by Sunday I'll have another one. We'll see how it goes. So anyhow, so that is the main project that I did today. And because I know that if you did it correctly the first way, like I sewed it and then I started tying the knots without turning it the right side out. But because this side is the real fuzzy side and the other side is smooth. And so I wanted this. So anyway, so that's that. And then I have a scatter design that I'm going to do. And so Lena, I have not had that happen yet. So hi Ryuji. So you had somebody change? Um, Lena? Oh, and you said you hadn't started cutting yet. You haven't started cutting the vinyl for that project yet. Well, that's good. But that's sad that um changed their mind. So this is Unbothered, Mood 24/7, and this is Purple Glitter, and I am doing the scatter in Crystal AB. Now my shirt, this is glitter HTV. It's actually, the color is aqua, not aqua. I think it's aqua. And then I used peridot for my scatter because my logo colors are blue and green. Hey JV, welcome in. So for some reason I have 420 gross, I think, and I finished one. I think when I ordered it, it was it might not have been, when I ordered it at the time, she didn't have 100 gross in her buy now, and I was too new to know what buy-in was. So, and I think I needed it now. But I wasn't an AB person. And so it's like, oh, but let me get the crystal AB at least, And then after that, it was just like, oh, I love the AB. And I do like the peridot AB as well. I did my birthday shirt, the one that says 69 and feeling fine. I did that one in peridot because I'm an August baby. Hey, Kingsbury's crafts, welcome in. Um, and Precious Pieces, welcome. And anyway, so I did my birthday shirt, the 69 and feeling fine, um, in the peridot and in the peridot AB, and then because that shifts from green to blue, I did, I think, capri. But this year, I'm going to be 70, and I looked up what color is for 70, and it's platinum. So I want to get the icy platinum from Baby's Booty to make that shirt. I already have the shirt. I already have the design. I haven't cut it out yet. Or did I cut? I don't know. But anyway, so um so anyway, I'm just 2 pounds away from being in Wonderland. Wonderland is Wonderland is 100, it's under 200 pounds. So, but I'm not going to celebrate yet because, Easter, Easter is Sunday. And I know I'm going to be doing some eating that day. So I'm not gonna sweat it. I mean, I'm not gonna celebrate it yet. Um, just get excited and be mindful. No ice cream. Yeah, I haven't seen Rosalind. I haven't seen it in person, but I love Labrador, and what they say, platinum is like Labrador on steroids. Yeah, that's gonna look good on my 70 shirt. Oh, the design says "Spoil me." To today's my birthday. My daughter-in-law and my mom and her mama is cooking for Easter over here. They have their traditions, which always funny story. So she does ham with the pineapple rings on it, and then she'll suck out the some of the juice so you can cut it, and then she'll put it in a bowl. Well, one year one year that bowl was sitting right next to the mashed potatoes, so I thought it was gravy. I'm in the bushes, Bobby trying to work and everything. I'm so sorry. How are you? Okay. So I thought it was gravy, so I put it on my potatoes and over my ham, and and so I told her I told her, "Wow, that gravy is really good." And everybody just stopped and just looked, and no, my birthday's in August. No, my birthday's in August. Not now. Not now. We got to prepare, when it's a big one. So anyway, um she just stopped and she goes, "I didn't make gravy." She said, "Yeah, that bowl, that's," and she goes, "Oh, that's the pineapple juice that I strained off of the ham. That's gravy, believe it or not. It's good." So now every year she goes ahead and she'll do that. I mean, she always has done it. It's just I never noticed it before. And so anyhow, and so now she does it on purpose. And let me tell you, other people have been adding that pineapple juice to their mashed potatoes too. Oh boy. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know how to eat over there because it's not traditional to what I would grew up with. I do know how to eat tamales though. And now that her mama's here, um, get varieties and no onions. I'm allergic to onions. I used to get some tamales. My tamale lady, I'd meet her behind the library. We always say it's like when we get our tamales from uh from the tia, not the tia. I forgot what the I forgot what grandma is, and but anyway, in the alley, it's like a drug deal, but it's tamales. And anyway, I used to get them from this lady, and she met her at the farmers market at the library, and she specialized in um, making them for those with cancer, because when you're doing chemo, there's a lot of things that you can't have, and a lot of foods that just don't agree with everything. And so she would specialize in, thank you, yeah, abua. I can't say. When I hear it, I can say it. But anyway, so I would get mine from her, uh and they never have onions in it. And then the kind that I liked was she would put dried cranberry in them. Oh, they were so good. Because then they would end up being, and all you purple lovers would love this. So they end up being like purple freckles on the masa, on the outside of the um tamale. But it was so good. So good. Um Unfortunately, her cancer came back and she's still battling. So I haven't been able to get them for over a year now. But yeah, it's like meet my tamale lady in the alley behind the library. No white vans. Uh, abuela. Yeah, her mom, is like, when I walk over there, she'll like hold something in front of me. I mean, I'm barely getting in the door, and the dogs are still jumping all over me. And she'll hold something in front of me, and she'll tell me what it is, and I'll repeat it, and then I say it in English. And she just laugh. So, but anyway, hey, 755, welcome in. Oh, and speaking of 755, or 567, as Lena's brother calls her. We all got nicknames Monday night. If you get a chance, just turn on Night Owl Crafting and just let it run in the background. But you have to listen to it because it's so funny. We went way off the rails because her brother came in and he he just took it away. And so anyway, so 755 does upside down painting while she's blindfolded. And that just happens to be another episode, is tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. Central. And her client is Keisha, Efio, figuring it out. So anyhow, so Keisha is really nervous, but so, come on out and support Keisha, encourage her to keep on because she's got to be up there on the platform there. And and then watch the amazement. It's just really seriously amazing to watch 755 paint blindfolded. Besides hilarious. And so anyway, I was her one of her victims. I mean, client. And as soon as I get this, I don't know if it's going to go over there because I have two, the one that's upside down and then the one that she paints afterwards. And I will be putting them both up there because it's talent. And everybody deserves art, right? So anyway, so hope everybody is doing well. I haven't I haven't flipped over my calendar yet to April, but it's okay. All right, this one looks different than the others. It's because the glue is on. Yeah, so so a rhinestone care message. Rhinestones um stored can survive, the glue can survive like up to 99 degrees, and not last summer but the summer before, my air conditioner went out and it took them a while to get in here and do it, and I had to move everything over into a climate controlled storage unit, and some of my rhinestones didn't make it over there, and so some of the glue is missing on the back of it. Not a problem. You just, when you before you press, you check it, and you pick those out and put another one in its place. Um, it At least all of my big containers did go into safety. But just to let you know, if you live in hot climates like I do, it's my normal temperature for me over here is always over 100 degrees. And because I was trying to save, like when I'm in a fibromyalgia flare up, it's the cold hurts me. And so when my air conditioner would kick on, it would and I when I flare up, the cold is like it hurts bad. And so then I just move it up high up to science. And so I kept moving it up to 80, 81, and it still kept coming on. And then I look at how hot is it outside and I go, oh, no wonder it's coming on. And thank you so much. And so thank you so much. I hope you're doing good, Up Designs. It was so fun. We had Up Designs, they had some time in her schedule, and so she came on up with us, night out crafting, and stayed for the after party afterwards. Keisha was strict with herself and she didn't stay long, but she had an appointment in the morning, but it's not mandatory. And if you do come up, if you want to come up with me, you can come up and then just stay as long as you can. You will be in charge of your own self-care as far as um you know going leaving, because you know how much time you need for sleep. And I tell them, I says, I will not kick you off you will be in charge of pushing the red button to exit yourself. And so, and if you can't catch us live, there's always the replay. You can leave us. You can turn it on and leave us playing while you're doing something in the background. Patrice will leave us. Patrice will leave us playing, and then she'll scold us the next day. Every time because she'll leave us playing on her laptop, and the laptop is nearby her. And so when she gets up to get a drink of water or something, she goes, "And you guys were still on." It's like, yeah, yes, we were. But we're not always on for a long time. But it's fun. We enjoy it. Boy, I can really smell that catnip, and everything's closed, but that toy is right here. So if I start acting a little squirrely, you'll know that it's affecting the cat in me, the Leo. I start licking my paws. I think today would be acceptable for shenanigans because it's April Fool's Day. I ran out of cream for my coffee yesterday, so you don't see me sipping it because it's black coffee. And it was like, you know what? Let me just get used to black coffee. It just saved me that expense, which isn't much. I get the half and half at at Michael's at Sam's Club. It's like $3 for a half gallon. Hi, Yo-Yo Designs. Hi, D. Wilson. Welcome in, Diane. So the first project that I did was a cat toy, and instead of using a sock, I used fleece. I just made a tube, and then you cut them into strips, and then crisscross tie them, and then pack it. First, put some polyfill in, then some crinkle paper, which is um, I just used the packing paper, and then catnip, and then repeat the process: polyfill paper, catnip, and then end with some polyfill again. But I really poured the catnip in that last one, and I can smell it as I'm sitting here brushing it. It's not on my hands, and so um, yeah, I might be able to. I might I might go when I do my grocery shopping, going into my family's house and give the cat that, or just wait till Sunday. But I'll film, because I know they'll go crazy. Crazy is the right word. Renee, how's your cats with the catnip? And Cheryl has cats too. I think I have everything. Yeah, and so this was just 14 inches is what I did, and then 9 inches wide, and then just stitched it because my thumbnail said let's sew, and so I said, okay, well, I have to do some sewing then, otherwise I just told a fib. Okay, so that's all done. Some rhinestones here. Oops. Okay, just poured them on top of my design. Okay. Oh, they roll around and then they sleep. Yeah, yeah, we're lucky that because when my granddaughter comes in and like she's the oldest, and she'll come, and she's actually here visiting, and not here, but I mean, and uh from California, and she'll come through and she'll sprinkle the catnip, and when she sprinkles it, she'll sprinkle it like on every bit of the tower. It's like, oh, and then on the floor, she just like, and then she'll leave to go shopping or something. Okay, I think I got it. I know this piece is bigger than I need, but it's a fresh piece. All right. Okay. There we go. Sorry for the silence. You want some catnip? There you go. You need some catnip for tomorrow night, 755. It's already going to be lit, lit. Um, it'd be off the chains. Okay, so I don't know how I don't know how everybody does their placement for this. Um, is the vinyl has to go down first, but the scatter is the one that is it has to be, you know, certain length down the it has to be measured here, and then this is farther down. So I just kind of put it there and get the vinyl centered as close as I can do. Uh, Got all that poly film. I just want to melt that on my shirt. All right, here we go. Yeah, I told my daughter-in-law, I went and bought the cats some pot. I've seen videos where like the cats got into the pantry and in a bag of catnip and they're all just laying around just like what Renee said. I don't know how my hair get underneath there. Like Renee said, they have fun with it and then they go to sleep. Oh yeah, I forgot. Have to let it cool a little bit. Cool to the touch. But the carrier sheet is working better than my lint brush. I don't want to. Yeah, that's beautiful. So the purple I'm using is the color's name is Grape, Grape, from Cricket. Yeah, I'll be going over to my family's house. Um, so Lena Doyle is a good teacher. If you didn't already know. That fit just perfect. Okay. Probably talking about your desire to have some catnip, 755, 567. Woo! Teflon sheet is hot. I forgot to put my earrings in. These this is a freestanding lace feathered earrings, and it matches my. I'm going to put I have some peridot SS6 stones, and I'm going to put. Oh, I forgot. Wait. Oh, which camera? So I'm going to put the SS6 stones down that spine. Then it'll be matching this shirt. So that's in my project box. All right. All right. So I'm going to warn you guys. Get your sunglasses if you have them handy. I don't want to be blamed for anybody's retinas. But you know how this baby's booty's rhinestones are. And these ABs. These aren't even the icing. I don't have any. I did have um, crystal and crystal AB ices, but I've used those all. I'm a pushy teacher. That's my middle name. Okay, you ready? Oh, look, it's cooking. Just kidding. That looks good. Sorry, I'm not playing with y'all, just trying to get it together here. All right. Mm. Yeah, it's there. I've got, yeah. And 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 the and I was concerned because the crystal AB really does really it's like little neon lights flashing, and I was concerned, about doing my scatter for this in the peridot, but the peridot's holding up there. It's I see it. I see it flashing too. So thank you, everybody. Um, so yeah, it's doing it. So I'm just unbothered. Thank you. And looking at it close, it's really playing off the purple. I'm seeing it in the stones. And I don't see it on camera, but you all know. You all know. So anyway, yes, thank you, Lena. It did turn out good, and I thank you for your help on this. And another great design in the book. And Lena, when like your chosen that you did and how we were going through my thread to match what you were doing, it's like I can't do the embroidered version. So I need to be looking at the glitter HTV version, um, which I'm hoping to upload today. And because tomorrow on Patchak Crew, we're doing Easter um, bunnies. I celebrate the true meaning of Easter versus the commercial Easter bunny version. So anyhow, so I'll be doing Chosen tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central. And don't forget to check out 755 tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. Central. She'll be doing upside down painting while blindfolded with Keisha. So um, we made it together. This is my student project. So this was the first one that I was in with her while she was designing it and teaching me how to do it. Yes. Um, this is grape from uh, iron on vinyl from Cricut. And this is aqua from Cricut. All of it's from Cricut because I did those mystery boxes for a long time. Thank you. Thank you, D. Smith. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Oh, it's usually about an hour 45, so I did normal. So once again, the recap for today was I made this cat toy. Normally, I mean the project that I saw was using a sock, but these were the only socks that I had that were long enough. I mean, but it has this cuff on there, and I didn't want to cut them up. So because I do like to wear those to bed when I put the castor oil on my feet. So I said, I have this. Oh, why can't I remember this stuff? Um, D. Anyway, so I had this material and And I said, let me just make that. And so I did it. I did it, made a tube, and it's 14 inches long and it's 9 inches wide. And then I just sewed a straight stitch down there and cut the ends and tied them off and then stuffed it. You stuff with the paper. I mean, first with polyfill, a little bit of polyfill, then some crinkle paper, catnip, polyfill paper, catnip, and then end with polyfill, and then tie off the ends. So you make these strips about 3 inches long and 3/4 wide, and then you tie, the matching ones across, and then here and so forth. And so this gives them something to grab onto and play with, bite on, trying to tear these open to get to the catnip that they can smell inside. And um, a senior moment, that's okay. Fleece, thank you. I don't know why I'm yet thinking about that. But anyway, yeah, this is so. Last month, because I've been like in a flare up because with all the testing and things that I had to have done last month, it put me in a fibromyalgia flare up for a long time. And so I only did one show on Wednesday during March. So this is my second day back. So anyhow, thank you so much. I love that you guys are here, that you're coming in your lunch um and spending time with me, and hopefully that I can entertain you. I know you're all talented, and but I try to come up, like for my sewing projects, I try to come up with real easy, so that if somebody's just getting into it, they can get into it, and and I try to do something that is not already out there in abundance. So I know this scatter thing is in abundance, but it's what I just learned how to do. So so I've got a few more that I'm going to be making for myself, and then because my embroidery machine only is a 4x4, it doesn't make this, this big. So I'll be doing the HTV. Great show as always. Have a great day, everyone. Now, 755, I know you're coming on tomorrow night. Are you coming on tonight as well for your regular show? Please let us know. We want to come out and support. So this fleece. See, when I'm not talking about it, I remember what it is. And so so again, today is April 1st. And there's going to be pranksters out there. I did see that Dunkin' Donuts is giving away free coffee today. They didn't mention donuts, just free coffee. And everything else I'm just using with caution. So, it'll say click a link and it goes nowhere. It doesn't even budge. And my email was doing that today too, was I couldn't get into Restream from the link I sent to my email for my phone. And so I had to so I'm host on both my phone and my laptop. But anyway, all right, that's it for me today. And I enjoyed having you here. Again, if I did not say hello to you personally, I did not see you. So hopefully my moderators had said hello to you and greeted you. You are all welcome. I'm happy that you're here. And just remember to have peace and love and be kind. And even for those that are not kind to you, you don't have to engage in their meanness. Peace and love. Bye. And I forget, I never know where to push for the StreamYard because they don't have a red door.